Now I'll discuss the workload example 5.1. In this, the data is given like this. A line PQ of 100 mm long is inclined at 30 degrees to HP and 45 degrees to the VP. Its midpoint is in the VP and 20 mm above the HP. Draw the projections if its end P is in the third quadrant and end Q is in the first quadrant. The total line is PQ, but the midpoint location is given. That's why instead of taking the total length of the line, you take length of the line from the midpoint. That means half of the length of the total straight line you can consider. So total line length is 100. If you take the midpoint, the true length according to our notation we can denote something like this: m dash b1 dash, that is equal to mb. So this is Q, the point is Q. M dash q1 dash, that is equal to mq1, that is also equal to m dash q2 dash and mq3. All these parameters are equal to 50, and inclination with respect to HP is 30 degrees, that is theta equal to 30 degrees and phi equal to 45 degrees. Okay, now start drawing the problem. First draw the XY line. Location of the midpoint is given. The midpoint is in the VP. When a point is in the VP, you will get the top view on the XY line. So somewhere here you will get the top view M, and the midpoint is 20 mm above HP. 20 mm above HP means automatically the front view you will get 20 mm above the XY line. So 20 mm above XY, somewhere here you will get the front view. This distance is 20. Now complete the simple position. M dash q1 dash, that is 50, that is the first front view in the simple position, and top view is m q1. Now it is inclined 30 degrees to the horizontal plane. Now rotate it to 30 degrees. Draw the 30 degree line, theta equal to 30 degrees, and rotate it something like this. Then you will get the Q2 dash point. Project the top view. Here you will get Q2. Now take the inclination with respect to VP from the top view. The inclination with respect to VP is 45 degrees. Draw a 45 degree line, phi equal to 45 degrees. M as center, MQ1 as radius, rotate it so that we can represent the inclination with respect to the vertical plane. This point is B3. Draw a locus line through B3 and draw the locus line through Q3. Sorry, this is Q3. This point is Q3. Rotate it here, you will get Q3. Then project the front view. This point is Q3 dash. Now to get the final front view, rotate the reduced front view until it touches the locus of the elevation. That means locus of this Q dash. Then you will get Q dash. This is called locus of Q dash. This is called locus of Q. Then M dash Q dash is the final front view, and M as center, MQ2, that is the reduced length in the top view. If this is the true length, this is the reduced length in the top view. This is the true length, this is the reduced length. MQ2 is the reduced length. This reduced length as radius, M as center. Draw an arc like this. This is Q. MQ is the final top view. The verification is this Q dash and Q must lie on a same projectile. This is the verification. Now our aim is to find the projection of the total line PQ. To get the total projection, what you have to do is you extend the final front view like this. Whatever distance you are getting for this M dash and Q dash, the same distance you mark here. then automatically you will get P dash. This point is P dash. This is the projection of the total line. Extend the final top view like this. Whatever length you are getting for MQ, the same length you mark on this side, then you will get P. This is the top view. This is the front view P dash, and this is the top view P. The verification is this P and P dash must lie on a same projector, and another verification is the point P must be in the third quadrant. So here observe, when a point is in the third quadrant, automatically front view comes below the XY line and top view will lie on above the XY line. So in that way also this problem is verified.